Hey, all, Rob Cairns here. I'm the CEO and Chief Creator of Amazing Ideas at StunningDigitalMarketing.com. Here with another podcast for you during this tough time. Isolation, not being able to do our normal routines, and frankly, not being able to be out with friends seems to be the norm lately. I'm going to keep providing you with podcasts to try and help you and your business succeed even during this tough time. Today, I'm actually going to talk about why the internet is an essential service and needs to be treated the same way as a utility or other things. And that means effective now. It's something I've talked about before, and we'll get into that. We'll also talk a little bit of news. Unfortunately, most of it is COVID-19 related, but what else is new in the world today? Do me a favor, be safe. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your friends. Practice social distancing and make a point of helping somebody out over 65. They're at high risk. Pick up the phone, stay in touch, jump on FaceTime, jump on Zoom, and be there for each other. We will do this together. Today's news is a little uninspiring. Let's start with the topic that is not COVID-19 related. And according to 9 to 5 Google's actually going to redesign its podcast app to make its venture into podcast apps a little more easier to use for the end user. So it'd be really interesting to see what happens with Google and its redesign. COVID-19 has caused closures all over the world. I was talking to my friend Devinder this morning, and they're under lockdown as of tonight for 21 days. Where I live in Ontario, we're basically under lockdown. The House of Commons, which is Canada's federal parliament, is meeting today to pass legislation to get aid out to Canadians. The IOC, as I mentioned last night, has delayed the Olympics until after summer in Tokyo, Japan, and it goes on, and it goes on. Frankly, folks, this is a new normal. I don't really have much in the news to say except the numbers are going up. It looks like the new epicenter of COVID-19 is U.S. I wish President Trump would get off his partisan politics and start to work with the mayors and the governors and solve some problems, but, that's wishful thinking. Here in Canada, we've sealed off our border except for non-essential travel to the world. We're still bringing people home, and we continue to help all Canadians. So take the time and help some people. And that's it for today's news. Hey all, Rob Cairns here, the CEO and Chief Creator of Amazing Ideas at Stunning Digital Marketing. I hope you're coping all well during this crisis. Today's podcast is one we really need to talk about, and we need to push our lawmakers in most countries that the internet is as important as water, heat, and hydro in today's society. It is no longer a luxury, and frankly, COVID-19 has brought this to a higher and higher need. So let me explain. I've been working on the internet since the days of dial-in, and frankly, even before the internet was the internet. Many companies use the internet for support reasons. Before I got into digital marketing, I provided IT support for a large hospital in Toronto, and my gateway in after hours was a VPN, virtual private network connection via the internet. And we have been doing that for over 15, 20 years, frankly. And before we went to VPN, we did dial-in. And dial-in was just awful slow trying to fix things after hours. What I will tell you is the internet helped that because connection speed was much better. Now, let's move forward to today. Many companies employ remote workers. They use products like Microsoft Teams, Slack, Zoom, and more. In our agency, we certainly use Zoom to communicate with people. And frankly, these are all internet-based products. In Ontario, we're actually aiming towards offering online learning courses under college level, so high school level. And if these kids at home don't have stable internet, they will not be able to learn, and frankly, their education will suffer. And more households are going to streaming services and not having conventional cable. You take a house like ours, we have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney. We really don't use any streaming services. I've been picking the news up lately off ctv.ca or ctvnews.ca, which is their news channel. I'm watching it that way, all because of this wonderful device called the internet. We communicate that way. We send emails, we do Slack, we do Zoom. We use it to run our businesses. Many products we no longer buy, but we use SaaS, software as a service, things like QuickBooks Online, Wave apps, and more. In my case, I do digital marketing. That's all online. And frankly, due to the COVID-19 crisis, I think more and more is going to be moving online, and frankly, I think I'm positioned for it. We use project management tools like Trello, Asana, and more. And we also order online from places like Amazon, Alibaba, or national stores. Folks, the internet is reality today. And because of all this, we need to push governments to pass laws to make the internet essential and an essential service. We also need them to push them, frankly, to put it in the same level as hydro, water, and more. I have an uncle who lives 30 minutes out of Kingston, Ontario, and because he's rural, all he can get is microwave. Frankly, he needs high-speed broadband now, and this is brought to light more and more. I think I urge the Canadian government and many other governments, frankly, to make the internet a high priority item. We need to do this now. We need to take care of our people. And frankly, we need to make it available and affordable for all. So governments of the world, please move and make the internet an essential service. As always, Rob Cairns, Stunning Digital Marketing. If you need any digital marketing help, please go to StunningDigitalMarketing.com. During the COVID-19 crisis, I'm providing free 30-minute marketing strategy calls to anybody who needs it. I was on a couple this morning. I'd be glad to help you. Scroll down the main website under the COVID-19 message, click on the button, and say, I'd like one. It'll let you book right into my calendar. I'll help you out. Let's keep the business world moving. You can also scroll down further to the bottom of our homepage and sign up for a free newsletter. Tips and tricks a couple times a week to your inbox to help your business succeed. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast, The SDM Show, to get these and any other podcasts to your inbox. And as always, please take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. This podcast is dedicated to my late father, Bruce Cairns, and to Jill's mom, Jane Carol McDonald. It's a year this week that we lost her. And please keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars and make your business succeed. Bye for now.